Hey guys, Johnny Crims 2000 here, and welcome to my latest reaction video. So today I'm going to be briefly talking about the latest announcement that just came out today about it's been announced before that there was going to be a new Sonic the Hedgehog television series along with I don't know if we even knew that there was going to be a game. I quite frankly didn't follow Sonic that much as far as this announcement because I was a little bit worried, as was a lot of the people from the Sonic the Hedgehog fan base. But then again, they always are, so that's not much of a surprise. But today we got an unveiled, Sega unveiled the new designs for Sonic the Hedgehog and his merry men of furry friends, I guess, if you want to call them that. And we also got a surprise announcement of a new game that is coming out for the Wii U and the Nintendo 3DS. So I just wanted to quickly go ahead and share my thoughts very quickly. Now, there are two things here that I'm going to talk about. The first one being because there's so much, there was so much announced today. The first one being the designs for the new characters. The second one being the television show that was announced that we already knew about. And then the third thing is about the actual game itself. So for starters, the new designs for the characters were finally unveiled in full. The previous image that we saw, we kind of just saw them in shadows, and really the one thing that pretty much stood out to everybody really was just Knuckles in particular, because he just looks so huge compared to what his design was before. We were given the full look, or at least the concept art for, or I guess the official art now, for Sonic the Hedgehog, Knuckles, Tails, and Amy, who are pretty much the four main characters of this line of new, I guess property, if you want to call it that, this new hurrah for Sonic the Hedgehog. Overall, I thought they looked pretty good. I am with everybody else, though, that thinks that Knuckles is a little bit too big for my comfort. I think that I don't know, he looks a little bit weird being so buff. He almost looks kind of chunky. His arms are pretty huge. Although his knuckles aren't as bad as they were from Sonic Adventure, which were they look like he had pillows at the end of his arms. So that's pretty cool. Overall, the designs look a little bit more streamlined. If you can even think, if you even considered how the previous ones that were introduced in Sonic Adventure were a lot more skinnier, these tend to be a little sort of like in the medium, I guess, from what I can tell. Their proportions are a little bit more proportionate, I guess. Well, besides Knuckles, at least. Before, it used to be that their hands were really huge, their feet were really huge, and their heads were really huge, and then their body was kind of just tiny and skinny. This one, it looks like they're trying to get a little bit more proportionate as far as everything is concerned. Other than that, they all have a little bit more clothing on them. Tails has goggles, and I think it's a belt. Their shoes all look a little bit more different. They almost look a little bit more steampunk in a way. That's what I'm sort of getting at. Knuckles doesn't have gloves anymore. He has bandages on his hands. Amy has a completely new outfit, which I think looks pretty cool. She doesn't have that dorky looking, dress anymore. So I like that. And finally, Sonic has he just has bandages all over, and then he also has a scarf for whatever reason, or an ascot, whatever you want to call it, a bandana around his neck. I don't know what that is, but whatever. Personally, I think that it looks cool. I think it's about time that Sonic finally had another sort of like a redesign. Though, so far this is the third major redesign that we've had. As far as like the main sort of like Sonic, not counting like Archie or anything like that, because we've had the classic sort of like pudgy Sonic designs, and then we went to a more skinny sort of like extreme design with the Sonic Adventure series, and now we have this design with Sonic Boom. And personally, I like it. It looks very promising. I like the style so far, and that's all I really have to say. I really like it. Next up, we're going to go to talking about the actual television show, which there was a trailer released for it, a little teaser trailer. And personally, I think it was pretty cool. I wasn't expecting much, honestly. I was expecting I don't know what I was expecting. I thought I was, seeing this is Sonic the Hedgehog. I was expecting a lot of cheesy jokes, but really what I saw so far looked pretty good. I actually chuckled at a little bit by what, the whole interaction between Eggman and Sonic, And these are voiced by the same people that have been voicing Sonic and friends since Sonic Colors. So you should be familiar with the voice cast. And I really have nothing negative to say. The animation looks good. They're very well detailed actually. And so far the humor, which I thought was going to be the downfall for this show, looks to be pretty cool. Now, obviously this was only a teaser trailer. We didn't see all that much. The animation looks pretty good, although the one thing that I will have to say is that Sonic had this strange little kind of almost Woody from Toy Story animation where his hands and his feet kind of just waved all over the place at one point, which I thought looked kind of goofy. But you know what? That's nitpicking at this point, and I don't want to be like the rest of the Sonic fan base and nitpick about everything. So I will just say that it looks good. And finally, the part that I'm most interested in is the actual game itself. We also got a teaser trailer for that, and my God, it looks actually pretty decent. Actually, more than decent. It actually looks pretty good. Now, the one thing that I did notice, not having read anything else, just going completely off of the trailer, is that it seems like this game is going to be, obviously it's based off of Sonic Boom, the cartoon show, the animated show, whatever you want to call it, and it has the same designs that were unveiled, obviously. And the one thing that I saw is that they're going with a sort of like a 4 different playable character aspect that really has been missing for a long time now, pretty much since Sonic 06, I think. Sonic Unleashed wasn't, the only person that we could play as was Sonic and the Werehog. Sonic Colors, obviously we could only play as Sonic. Sonic in the Lost World, or the Lost Worlds, we can only play as Sonic. So I think there was some people that really wanted this to happen, the return to multiple different multiple playable characters, and we're finally getting that again with Sonic Boom. Obviously, the 4 playable characters that I could see, that I'm speculating, of course, at this point, Sonic, Knuckles, Tails, and Amy, and each one, at least from what I could see, look like they have a very different playable style. Sonic, of course, is the very speedy character. Tails looks like he has sort of like a gun or something, which makes sense for his character. Knuckles is obviously the brawler, which he's always been in the series, in the Sonic the Hedgehog series. And Amy, from what I could see, looks to be a very acrobatic person, almost like how should I put it? Almost like I don't know, the Prince of Persia. She was flipping all over the place with like acrobatics and gymnastics and things like that, which looks to be pretty fun if they implement it right. So again, overall, this was just a teaser trailer. I don't really have much else to say because everything is just, they obviously just showed the best parts of the game, and what I saw so far looks pretty good. I'm very hopeful about this game. I haven't been this excited about a Sonic game, honestly, since for a while, really. The last time that I got really excited was Sonic Colors, and I like that game. I'm one of those people that actually really enjoy that game, and I'll be the first one to say that I think Sonic Colors is one of the best games that has come from Sonic for a very long time, or at least around that time that when it was released. So this game again is getting me very hopeful that we'll get another really great Sonic game, and hopefully they'll implement that 4 different playable character aspect of it really well, and dare I say, maybe even some multiplayer involved at some point. It looked like there was going to be some multiplayer involved. I saw a little bit of it where there was where Sonic and Amy were on the screen at the same time. So hopefully, maybe we'll finally get that 2-player co-op that has been missing in Sonic the Hedgehog, or at least a very well thought out 2-player co-op in a Sonic game. Not talking about, oh, second player can control Tails and all that kind of stuff. That was fun, but I think it's finally time that we get something along the lines of, dare I say, even Super Mario World 3D, or Super Mario 3D World. Sorry, that kind of level, but a little bit more fleshed out. Something where everybody has a unique aspect that can really bring a lot of fun and playability with your buddy. So that's it for me, guys. I will put a link somewhere either in the description or in the video itself, so you can go out and see the video itself, make your own assumptions, make your own opinions, and let me know in the comment section. I'm actually pretty pleased at what I've seen so far, and I want to know what you guys think. What do you guys think about the new Sonic, the new designs? What do you think about the new cartoon show, the animated show, and what do you think about the new game, based on what you've seen from the trailer so far? So again, let me know in the comment section below, and I will see you guys in my next video. All right, peace out. As always, if you like this video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you want to get more stuff from me. In the meantime, if you like my videos, be sure to find me on Twitter, Tumblr, Raptr, and Screwattack.com to see the other gaming related content that I upload. Info is in the description. Who knows? Maybe you'll like my stuff. Maybe. Maybe.